Hi everyone, welcome back, welcome to my channel. My name is Christina. If you're new here, if you're not, welcome back. But in today's video we are doing something I've done a couple of times. We're doing bookshelf scavenger hunt episode 7. So in this video what I do is I have some questions. I've changed the order a little bit. I think there might be a new one on there. I have some questions that we work our way through the questions with books that are on that I've already read, and then the last one we pick a book from my TBR. So let's start off. So first we have my most recent 5-star read, which is prompt number 1, which, if you don't know, my most recent 5-star read is obviously Truth of the Light by Miss Laura Carter. This is obviously the naked hardcover, but gorgeousness nevertheless. And we have to find now a book with a similar coloured cover. So obviously this is my most recent 5-star read, so now we need a purple book. Okay, let's do this one. We have Lady of Ashes by Melissa K. Rich. This is the 3rd book in the Lady of Darkness series, one of my favourite series that I read last year, and she's definitely purple and they definitely go very nicely together. So with this one we need to choose a book that has the same tropes. So I'm just going to kind of name some of the tropes that are in the first book, obviously. So it's like assassin, fae, enemies to lovers, found family. They're kind of some of the tropes. So we need like an enemies to lovers, found family, fae. So that's so easy. So enemies to lovers, found family, fae. Let's go for one of my recent series, which is A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly by Sophia St-Germain. This is the first book in the Compelling Fate saga. This has enemies to lovers, fae, found family. What else? Same tropes. Okay, now a book with opposite tropes. So not enemies to lovers, not found family, maybe their actual family, and not fae. So not a fantasy, basically. So obviously we need a book that's not enemies to lovers, not found family, not fae. Let's go for a book in the Addicted series. This is not found family because they're actually the 3 girls are related and 2 of the guys are related. This is Lily and Lo, and these are best friends. It's friends to lovers. So let's go with this one as our book with opposite tropes, because this is also a romance. So our next one is a book that has a similar page count. So the page count of this book is 341. So we need a book around 341 pages. Is there any on here? Okay, let's go with Shatter Me by Tara Maffey. This is 329 pages. So we're like just off by 11, but I can't really think of any others unless I like go through all the romance books. So let's go with this. So now we need a book that has the same word in the title or first sentence of a book. See, this book is called Shatter Me, and the first line is, I've been locked up for 264 days. Do we have a book with, well, it's gonna be so easy because I can just choose a book by the same author, because that would have me in, because they all say me. And for that one, let's choose the newest book by Tara Maffey. We have Release Me, which I love this book so much, and it's such a good read. And if you've not read, oh my god, this book's in here upside down. Sorry, just got to fix that. We have Release Me, okay? It's gorgeous. So then our next one is, oh, author's name has the same letter. Oh, this is what book we're going to choose. Okay, so obviously it's by Miss Tara Maffey. So we need an author's name that starts with a T or an M for the book that we're going to choose. Let's look at the TBR. We have one, which is an T with Liz Tom Fordy. With Mile High. I'm going to try and find 3 options if I can. So let's look on the TBR card. Okay, here's the TBR card. We're looking for a T or an M in the author's name. We could do Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer, because that's obviously got an M. Okay, or we could do Reign of Shadows and Endings by Melissa K. Rich. So, which obviously is an M. So we have 3 options. I don't think I'm ready to read this one, so this is no, that's a no. So we could either, I think we'll either do Mile High or Apprentice to the Villain. I do want to read both, but this is on my May TBR, so it would get a book off my May TBR early in the month. So maybe we go for this. And then also then I've read this book and I can see if I want to read the rest of the books. So let's go for Mile High by Liz Tomfordy. I don't know too much about this book. I know the book talk girlies love it, but it says here Xander's is a hockey player that everyone loves to hate, the one who spends most of the game in the penalty box before leaving the arena with a new girl on my arm each night. What I don't understand is why the new flight attendant on our team's private plane got under his skin. She works for me, not the other way around, and I can guarantee that by the end of the season she'll be begging to quit her job. And then Stevie is a girl, and but when I start my new job, lands me working for the biggest diva in hockey. Honestly, sounds so great. Let's read Mile High by Liz Tomford. So I just started Mile High by Liz Tomfordy. I said I was going to start it obviously, and it's now been a couple of days since I chose it. I think, when did I choose it? Would have been Tuesday. Yeah, and today's Thursday, so it's actually not really been that long. But I decided to start it just now. So I've just read the first 2 chapters, so I've met both of our main characters, Xanders and Indy. I'm using my DBC ice hockey bookmark because this is a ice hockey one, but this is so thick, but on Kindle it's like over 100 pages shorter. I think obviously it's just how it's formatted, and I think there is bonus chapters in this, but on here it says I'm on page 16, but on the physical it says I'm on page 20. But honestly the font size in this is not happening. I would much rather just do it on my Kindle for comfort. But so far, first impressions, Xander's an F-boy, literally, which he literally says. And I like Stevie, and we've met Indy as well, and I like Indy. And I think this is the series. There's a book that used to be on Wattpad about Eli, and I want to say her name is Eli and Logan, which I feel like back in the day I did read on Wattpad, and I'm kind of like, I read the names, I was like, I've got a little bit of something coming back to me. I'm gonna have to let me Google it. Hold on one moment. Yeah, so I read them on Wattpad way back when. They're not even, I don't think they wouldn't be on Wattpad anymore. But Eli and Madison were from Becoming Selfish. If you read them, you know. But I just like read the names and I was like, that's a coincidence. And then it kind of clicked that I remember me and my friend when this series, I think she read this first book like years ago when this series first got hyped. And I feel like I remember her saying, oh, because it's this person. And it just clicked into my head as I started it. I was like, oh my god, the fact that I obviously read those years ago and now I'm reading this series. So I have actually read books from Liz Tomford before, which I didn't know. Well, I did know, but I didn't know. Yeah, so far I'm enjoying. Like I said, I'm only 20 pages in. I've only read the first 2 chapters, but I'm hoping to make a dent in it tonight, and we'll just see what we get to. Like I said, I will be reading on my Kindle because the font in this, no, I'd much rather just read on my Kindle for funsies. And I'm honestly hoping to finish it in like the next couple of days, but we'll see how we go with going into it. But right now I'm pleasantly surprised because obviously everyone was saying how this is the worst book in the series, how this is their least favourite. But I feel like because the last writing I would have read from Liz Tomford would have been that, it feels familiar and not familiar at the same time, the writing and how like the way it is. So I don't know, we'll see, but again, just first impressions because I am only 20 pages in and I've only read for like 20 minutes. I'm sorry, huh? Someone did not just say that, no. maybe think about getting a bigger uniform. The one you wore today was awfully tight. I don't want the guys aboard getting the wrong idea. Nah, sorry. I thought I'd do a quick reading update. I'm just about to go head to an indie bookstore. I might put some clips in this video if I do, but if I take clips, not if I go, because I am going. But my high very much is matching the fit for the day, which is so stinking cute. But reading update, this morning I ended up getting to page 334, which is chapter 32. We are like nearly 60% through this book, or just over 60% through. Okay, right. Everyone said, oh, you're probably not going to like this. It's like the worst one in the series, like da-da-da. I'm binging this book. I'm eating this book up. I love Xander's. I love Stevie. I'm loving the dynamic, the relationships, the side characters. I don't know what. But also, I think maybe because I went in with the expectation of I'm not going to like it, it's making me like it more, because I generally thought I wasn't going to like it, so going into it and being pleasantly surprised about it is always really fun. But I'm just up to the point that they've kind of just decided to give it a go and see what happens, and I'm really enjoying it. So take that as you will, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. And I have, physically it says I have about 250 pages left. On Kindle, because that's what I've been reading it on Kindle it says I have 200 pages left, so we will see. I will definitely finish this off today. It's currently 25 to 10, so I will definitely finish this today. I've already read this for like 2 hours this morning, so I think I'll finish it today, and that is so good because I'll probably finish it in less than 24 hours, and it just makes me feel good that I'm finishing books. So there we go. But I'm going to take my Kindle with me, and I'm going to get some breakfast and stuff while I'm out, so I'll probably sit and read while I eat and stuff. But I'm going to take my Kindle with me, and I'm going to bring you guys with me. But if I don't take any clips, it's because I'm too scared and I'm too nervous. Maybe I'll take some sneaky clips on my phone, because this, I don't know why this is less daunting than this. Probably because this is a whole ass camera. But we'll see. But I'm going to bring you guys with me anyway, and we'll see if I actually film anything. But I'll keep you updated. But yeah, right now, 60% under the way through. I'm really enjoying it. Pleasantly surprised. I'm enjoying our characters. I'm enjoying the way the story is. It very much is an ice hockey romance where he's got such a bad boy reputation, but he's not actually a bad boy and he's actually a sweetie. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I'm going to keep reading it, and hopefully I'll finish it off today, which will be so much fun. So anyway, I'm going to stop yapping. I'm going to head out, and maybe I'll take some clips. But I'm hoping to read a little bit while I'm out. So. I don't know how well you can be able to hear me, but I just got back in the car. I was out for like an hour and 20 minutes-ish. I did go to It's Throne and Hearts, but there were so many people there that I didn't whip my camera out, and I just didn't want to film. Obviously it's not like a huge thing, it's just like small kind of, so I didn't want to like pull my camera out. But I did pick up a couple of books. I only grabbed 2 because I was like, I'm trying not to buy books right now, but I saw these 2, had to get them, and then I had to go into the works and pick up another one after, but I'll talk about that after. So a little points like loyalty card, so after you bought 5 books you then get £5 that you can spend there, which is so cute. And obviously I bought 2, so I got 2 little books on there. And she went, hold on. She went, oh, are you local? She went, hold on, I've seen you before. She was like, you've come before. And I was like, yeah, I have. And yeah, but she's really sweet. And then, so the 2 books that I grabbed is, she does have some indie books there, and I grabbed A Requiem of Fallen Stars by Kate, which is book 1 in the Cadence of Fallen series by Hazel S. Wilkes. She said that this is really good, and it sounded really good. I have a feeling she might have mentioned that this is maybe being trad published, but I might be wrong on that. But I did grab that. And then the other book that I grabbed while I was there was Taurus Season by Bryn Weaver. I really want to read this. I really enjoyed is it the Ruinous Loves trilogy? you know, Butcher and Blackbird and that, I really enjoyed them, so I saw this and I was like, oh, same author, I'll pick that up. So they're the 2 books I got from there. She did have like quite a range of books, a lot of like the more popular ones now that I've not picked up, so that was really nice. She had romance, obviously the bookstore is fantasy, thriller and romance, so it had a mixture of all of them, which was really fun. But yeah, I grabbed 2 because, like I said, I want to support locally, and also like an indie book and a book that I'd wanted to read. And then I did pick up In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams. I've been really wanting to read Sarah Adams books, and I know this is this a new series, or is this is book 4, I think, in the When in Rome series. I bought book 3 a couple of weeks, like 2 weeks ago. I need to buy book 1 and 2 so I can read the series, but it was in the works for £3, so I thought I'd grab it anyway. But I'm now gonna head home. I did get a little clip of me reading Mile High while I was in Costa. I only read for like 30 pages or something because I got a bit anxious, and now there's a car that's gonna park directly across from me. I'm gonna head home, and I have about 30 something % left of Mile High, so I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna sit and finish Mile High. But I thought I'd just add in this little bookshoppy bit because why not? Anyway, I'm gonna go home now and finish Mile High. It is time to sit and lock in. We have 170 pages left. Let's see how much I can do. Let's do an hour. So we're gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for it to turn 11:40, and then I'm gonna start reading, and I'll check in an hour, and we'll see how much I can read in an hour. It says this is gonna take me 2.5 hours to finish. We shall see. Let's just say that. So I'm gonna wait till it turns 11:40. Let's start. So, obviously, I was going to see how much I could read in an hour. It's now 12:46, so it's been an hour and 6 minutes, and I just finished. I just finished Mile High. It's done. It's done. It's finished. I really enjoyed it. I had such a good time. And I think because I did go in with the expectation that I wasn't going to enjoy it, it made me enjoy it more, which I love. Solid 4-star. Like, generally solid 4-star. I enjoyed our characters. Enjoyed the way it went. I can't wait to read book 2, which is The Right Move, which is Indian Shay's book, and very excited about that one. Generally, honestly, really enjoyed it. Good vibes. If you want an ice hockey, this is an ice hockey romance, but I'd say the ice hockey, obviously he's an ice hockey player. I don't know whether I could call this an ice hockey romance book because it doesn't feel like, there's obviously ice hockey in it, but it's not like a massive part of the book, if that makes sense. I don't know, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm so happy that I finished it. And I mean, I literally started it last night. I started about 8 o'clock last night, and I'm finishing it at 12:46 the next day. So, and I slept from 10 until 6:30. So, I mean, yeah, I really like this. I can't wait to put it on my shelves and continue the series now. Yeah, so the next book is, I think it's basketball, and then there's another hockey one, and then I think it's baseball. I think. I might be wrong. Maybe this is hockey, and then the next one is basketball, and I think it might be 3 baseball books. I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a look. But I really enjoyed this. I would definitely recommend it. Honestly. Great fun time, and the fact that it matches my outfit, it's just like, you know, 10 out of 10. But no, I really enjoyed Xander's. I really enjoyed Stevie. I thought their dynamic was good. I liked the fact that Stevie was a curvy girl, and it is said throughout the book that she is, and that just she learned to love herself in this book, which was really nice. And I really like some positive body representation, curvy body representation, positive body representation, but also like seeing the insecure side and watching her fall in love with herself. I love. I loved. Anyway, yeah, 4 out of 5. Honestly, so good. I will be starting the next one. Probably reading that in May as well. Today's the 1st of May and we've just finished the first book of May, so 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Anyway, I really enjoyed this. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I know it's been a bit, not very many clips, but you know, it is what it is. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!